Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Spirit of Justice. As you can see, we've now brought out Amara onto the witness stand to figure out if she really did kill Inga or not, and she's, well, in denial that even happened. So I believe we've listened to her statement in the last video, right? So we're just gonna press everything.
Hold it.
My theory is utterly absurd and barbarous? High-handed, if I may say so, Nayuta was right to call you putrid-minded. Surely even the monkeys of Mount Pony's holy waterfalls could devise a better theory. Surely you can steal better insults than Nayuta's best. Oh! Now then, to all of you gathered in this sacred hall, need I remind you? Does the game feel loud to you, or is it just me? Can you guys... The problem is I can't tell what's going on, but I think I'm okay in the sound section.
Hold it.
Well, maybe you were hiding inside the sarcophagus. After all, it does technically belong to you. I bet you had no trouble opening it. And it's also probably empty. If I had been in there, I could not be here today, for the tomb has been under constant surveillance since the murder. I would have never been able to leave. I guess not. If I might ask, what's in that sarcophagus anyway? You're still alive, so... There is despair, sadness, hatred, and malice. Only one brave enough to see the truth hidden deep within. Could discover the final hope, my continued corporeality. That's deep! You completely lost me.
In other words, it's empty. But no one dared to open it because they were too scared of the curse.
Now, will you dispense with your theory? It is as empty as my sarcophagus.
Hold it.
I'll admit you weren't in the tomb after the murder. Very good. But that very truth refutes your theory. Even if I had channeled Minister Inga and entered the tomb. The moment I ceased channeling him, I would have re-emerged at the crime scene. Precisely. As you said yourself, Defense, Queen Amara was not there after the murder. The only living souls in the tomb at that time were Dirk Samadi and Maya Fey. Be it in this life or the next. I have a feeling she channeled someone else to get out. There is no escaping such simple truths.
Hold it.
There must be a reason why he had to make his escape today. A reason? Perhaps. Perhaps what? Perhaps to conceal himself and lie in wait for another chance to claim my life. Well, what's this? I can't get a read on this, on Amara. She loves him, right? Or is this just a cover? No, it's definitely not like that, your mercifulness. First of all, you don't really believe he's trying to kill you, do you? After all, you two ran off together after he rescued you all those years ago. That was only because he had the audacity to claim it wasn't me. You must believe me. It was my duty as a wife to her husband to bend an ear to him, was it not? What? Nah, she's just spewing crap because Garen is right there. And, you know, Nayuta and stuff. Communication after disagreement is the secret to a long and happy marriage. Sure, I guess? What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Don't ask me!
Oh, Phoenix, you're still a bachelor, aren't you? That is why I listened to Dirk. However, he didn't have a shred of evidence to support his claim. It grieves me to admit it, but my husband truly did try to murder me. I don't think you actually believe that. That's quite enough. It's abundantly clear that Queen Amara's testimony is flawless. Oh, do you understand now, lawyer? This is bad. The judge isn't going to let me cross-examine her much longer.
Amara should have been in the tomb after the minister's murder, but she wasn't. I don't get it.
The only thing I can think of at this point is that she channeled someone to get out. And I don't know if I like where it's going. How did she just vanish from the scene of the crime like that? It shouldn't be possible for normal people to... For normal people. Maybe.
Maybe what?
Your Majesty, I think I can explain why Queen Amara wasn't there in the tomb after the murder. Very well, defense. Do explain. I believe it was accomplished through a method only she is capable of. And by using this special method, it would be possible for her to literally disappear. Well, don't keep us waiting. Let us hear it. How did Queen Amara disappear from the tomb? She channeled someone. I'm doing that first. Queen Amara must have clung to the ceiling. Yes, she was hanging off of it. Like one of Dad's dried geckos. Was it something I said?
Nice try, Apollo, but you might want to try a different joke with this crowd.
I wasn't trying to be funny, Mr. Wright. How dare you compare her mercifulness to a mere gecko? Sorry! Now then, I will ask the defense again. How did Queen Amara disappear from the tomb? She channeled someone. Oh boy. All she had to do was channel someone. Then she could easily disappear from the scene of the crime. After all, she would literally be someone else. Why? I believe that actually makes sense. What do you have to say to that, Queen Amara? You believe that I, a Grand Priestess, would use the sacred power of spirit channeling to commit murder. Oh! Oh! What the? Okay, if that's what happens when she opens her eyes, I think it's okay that she keeps them closed. Ah! Your mercy, your mercifulness. Well then, I can see why Dirk married her. Besides the queen. How dare you spew such vile blasphemy, defense? You will retract your last statement or face immediate execution. No, good majesty. It is quite all right. Koreanism also teaches that we must respond at all times with reason principle. Therefore, I shall offer a measured response to his blasphemous accusation. You have something to counter with? Indeed. Now, are you listening? It would not have been possible to simply vanish by means of spirit channeling. After all, it would require a deceased person to channel. Yeah, I don't like where this is going. However, there was only one murder victim in the tomb. And that was Minister Inga, the only others there right after his murder. Yeah! Oh, yeah! were Dirk and Miss Faye. Don't like where this is going! Had I channeled Inga as you allege? Well, the outcome would have been quite odd to say the least. For there beside the dead minister, a living, breathing one would have appeared. Even if I had been in the tomb, there was no one to channel except the deceased minister. So you see, I could not have vanished by means of spirit channeling. That's true, but... I need to go find the old footage of this because, oh man, I can't rule it out yet. Because, well, what if there was another victim? Oh, we're going down there. Someone we haven't identified yet. How absurd. If you channeled someone other than Minister Inga, you could have used their identity to disappear from the tomb.
Another victim?
Queen Amara. Please add your last statement to your testimony. This could explain everything. Wasn't there some sign of another victim there in the tomb? And yet, why do I sense I'm not gonna like what I'm about to find out? I'm with you with this, Apollo! Oh boy! Minister Inga was the sole victim. There was no other spirit to channel until he was dead.
Hold it!
What if there was another victim besides Minister Inga? What on earth could you mean? The only body found in the tomb was the minister's. Yeah, but,
Amara's counter-arguments are too spot-on for us to rebut.
Actually, there is one possibility.
What's the matter, Apollo? That's one heck of a face you're making.
Is it a face of dread? Oh, no, it's nothing, really. And yet, that means... Alright, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna present that mysterious blood that we couldn't identify previously.
Objection!
Here we go. I can't believe I'm presenting this. But it proves that there was another victim. Still, the only ones there at the scene of the crime were... We all know Maya Fey will never die, so... No, it can't be. Would the defense care to share something with us? Queen Amara, you knew, didn't you? Whatever are you talking about? If you won't tell this court, then I will. Well, don't keep us waiting. This case includes a second victim. One of the two people found alive in the tomb after the minister's murder was actually already dead.
But a second victim, Apollo?
Oh my god. Queen Amara, after you channeled Minister Inga and moved to the tomb, you vanished from the scene of the crime by channeling the other victim. That explains why no one found you after the murder was discovered. Oh, you putrid pepper, of all the half-witted buffoonery to come tumbling from your lips. But suppose I indulge you and play along with your little delusion. Tell me, Mr. Justice, who was the other victim? About that, Nayuta. Oh, this track! Oh, this track! It's coming! There's no way this can be true. But... No. I can't stop now. If this is the truth, it's the only way forward to solving this case. The other victim who Queen Amara channeled was Dirk Samadhi. Also, that track sounds like something from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's intense.
Listen, son, even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. There is no escaping death now that it has its sights set on me.
Dirk knew everything. But he couldn't bring himself to tell me.
I have one more big secret. I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did.
He couldn't accuse the love of his life. The sad truth is, the other victim channeled by Amara was...
Take that!
What? You can't!
That's not possible!
The defendant, Dirk Samadhi, is the one Queen Amara channeled. He's the other victim. This is insanity. Bokanka!
Apollo, what are you... Do you realize what you're proposing?
Oh yeah, I know! You don't have to bring it up! I demand an explanation, Mr. Justice. I don't know when or why Dirk was murdered, but the facts and evidence speak for themselves. And this is where they've led me.
I see. After Inga's murder, Dirk and Maya were the only ones in the tomb. But if one of them was actually dead and being channeled by Amara... But it can't be, can it?
Dirk's bloodstain at the scene of the crime was the clincher for me. He wasn't even injured, so how could he have possibly bled that much? The only logical explanation is... I didn't get to say that. Sorry, I don't know. What was it? Dirk had also been murdered. I don't know what happened there, it just went really fast. That's enough! Your explanation cannot be the truth! And you would not dare to claim to have proof to support your assertion! Nayuda, I wish it weren't true. I wish with all my heart that I'm wrong. But as much as I don't want to believe it, yes, I can prove it. Dirk's killer must have hidden his body. It would have to be somewhere nobody would ever look. And there's only one such place. Also, just consider the symbolism and how messed up this is. Where would that body be? Where no one would ever look? You truly have proof. The fastest way would be to actually have someone go check the tomb. Go check the tomb? But why? Because I believe Dirk's killer hid his body here. The tomb that was meant for the wife now has the husband in it. Also, thank you, Cursor, that just kind of lands right where I need to hit. You would suggest Queen Amara's sarcophagus, the only place in the tomb that no one would dare to look. Plus, a killer would soon become trapped by hiding in there. But a body, well, that's a horse of a different color. Which means... This hurts too, Apollo! I believe we must search the sarcophagus at once. Your Eminence, being that Queen of Mara yet lives, I trust we may now open it?
If we must.
Your Majesty, I believe Detective Skye is still there at the tomb. Let us contact her at once and have her conduct a full investigation into the matter. Oh my god! Mara! Oh my... This still hurts! Oh! Now then, Detective Skye, your report, if you please.
I'll start with my findings.
Please. Please. Please let me be wrong about this. I just want things to be as they were. Oh, this hurts me!
A search of the sarcophagus revealed a body that appeared to be several days old.
Several days old? A body? Detective Skye. Tell me it wasn't Dirk. Tell me my whole theory was completely off base.
I have a photo of the body. And I have positively identified it as... Dirk Sadmati.
Welp. Oh no! Dirk! Oh no! I can't, I'm sorry, I couldn't. No! I can't. Oh. Whoops, there goes all my stuff over here. Why? Why'd this have to happen? Damn it, Dirk! Answer me! I just knocked all my video games over to my side, damn it. How? How can this be?
The traitorous snake, the very head of the insurgency, murdered? Oh, what a joyous day. Those fools shouting for change and revolution will finally return to whatever rocks they crawled out from under.
My heart right now. I'm taking this a lot better than when I originally got to this point, but if I find that footage again, I'll leave it at the end of this because it was really painful getting through this. Everybody's suffering! Who? What? What was I even fighting for? Okay, Zero. Calm down.
Apollo,
What am I supposed to do now?
Son. A lawyer. should never look the way you do right now. A dragon never yields. Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get the truth!
But, Dirk, what if the truth is that you're...
Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all.
You believed in me that much, Dirk. Just hurt me more, game, why don't you? Please! I can't do this. Congratulations, main series, you managed to kill me! You hurt me where it matters! Dirk, I think I finally understand. Carry on his spirit, boy. I can't yield. Not now. Not ever. Not after Dirk believed in me, despite knowing what was about to happen. Besides, Dirk left me with two things I must do.
Are you alright, Apollo?
Sorry about that, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine now. Apollo. Detective Skye!
Yes?
How sure are you that the body's been there for a few days?
I'm positive. No autopsy's been performed yet, but I'd say it's been at least 3 days.
He's been dead for this entire case!
Fortunately, the low temperature inside the sarcophagus kept it from decaying. Oh, and the chest area bore 3 gunshot wounds from a small caliber weapon.
Well, now we know where those 3 bullets went!
I believe they are the cause of death.
Athena was right. He did eat them. That's horrible, I'm sorry.
At least 3 days, huh?
That means Dirk was already dead by the time he came to visit me back in the States. That also makes a lot of sense now. Maya must have channeled him in order for him to even get to the States, because how did he get past all the security? Then, who was channeling him? I think it would have to be someone who could get into and stay in the US without arousing suspicion, yet also had a solid cover story so they wouldn't be seen as missing. I believe this is who was channeling Dirk when I saw him in the States. Maya Fey.
Maya? Oh, I see. She was being held hostage at the time. So it seemed only natural that she wasn't around.
Right, and do you remember what she said earlier? So please, just tell me, what exactly are you hiding?
Sorry, but I promised Dirk I wouldn't say.
You made a promise to Dirk.
Mm-hmm. A pretty big one.
Dirk didn't want his own death to be known. The other members of the Defiant Dragons would lose all hope if they found out. And that would snuff out the flames of revolution for good. Miss Faye, Dirk told you to keep quiet about this, didn't he?
I guess it's no use hiding it anymore. Yes, I promise not to tell. Dirk made me promise. Before he died.
So, I was right then.
Apollo? There's something I need to tell you. It's about, Dirk's final moments.
Okay, I think this is a lot of emotional stuff happening already in this video, so we're going to stop here and continue on in the next one. I can't take any more of this right now, so yeah, we'll continue in the next video. See you guys then.